Hello there. After the very high temperatures that we saw in Spain earlier in the week, things are looking a little bit cooler there. High pressure is building across central and western parts of Europe, so lots of dry, settled weather. Good news for France, where there's been heavy rain and flooding ongoing, particularly towards the west. A drier window of weather here. Low pressure is pushing towards the southeast, so we've still got some heavy rain and some heavy snow across parts of the Balkans, heading in towards Greece, Turkey, some brisk winds through parts of the Adriatic, the Ionian as well, and that heavy rain just pushing into the west of Turkey. Head across the Mediterranean, though, quieter with that high pressure dominating. Not as hot as it has been in Spain and in Portugal as well, but still relatively mild for the time of year for many central and western areas. Breezier across the UK into Scandinavia with some rain and some snow moving in. Not as cold as it has been, so temperatures really lifting for the likes of Oslo and Helsinki through the course of the weekend too. And that low pressure across Greece and Turkey starting to ease away, but we still have got a few heavy showers through central parts of the Mediterranean for Sunday. So if we take a look at the forecast then further ahead over the next 5 days or so, across the west of Europe, then it's mild for London and Paris at the moment. Some wet weather at times as we head through next week. Plenty of sunshine in Madrid and in Rome as well. Meanwhile, some heavy snow showers for Moscow. A colder spell of weather for Athens for a time. It then turns milder again into next week. Bye-bye. Hello there. There's the potential for some really heavy rain and some flooding across parts of the southern and eastern states. If we take a look at the satellite image, a couple of things to draw your attention to. We've got this area of cloud that's bringing a bit of rain, bit of snow through these central states. We've also got this area of cloud in the Gulf of Mexico. So a trailing front already across Florida with some outbreaks of rain. But this area of low pressure is developing and it's going to bring some really heavy rainfall, some strong winds associated with that. And it's drifting its way slowly eastwards across Florida on Saturday. Could be 6 inches of rainfall there by the end of the weekend. Looks like it'll merge with that other system and head northwards around the east coast. Now things are looking a little bit quieter further west. Some snow showers through central parts of Alaska. The snow easing for British Columbia. Mainly dry down the west coast, but we've still got Santa Ana winds blowing through some central parts of California. They're tending to ease, but we've still got that ongoing critical fire risk around on Saturday. Pretty mild actually for many of the cities. Temperatures above average across a good part of North America. Calgary at 5 degrees on Saturday. Some dry, mild, sunny weather for Montreal down towards Washington, D.C. on Saturday, but head further south and west and you can see developing areas of rain. The winds are going to be strengthening as well, so we could well see some flooding, especially for Florida and Georgia, and that system then looks like it tracks up the east coast. Certainly something to keep an eye on over the next few days, but temperatures certainly going to be on the mild side for many. Bye-bye. Temperatures across central parts of South America on the rise again. We've got heatwave warnings across parts of Brazil, very hot into Paraguay and at times into the north of Argentina as well. The dividing line, an area of cloud that's bringing some thunderstorms, so the hot air to the north of that, slightly cooler further south. But we're going to be seeing the ongoing heat and dry weather across southern Brazil into Paraguay, certainly for Saturday. To the south of that, here are those heavy showers and thunderstorms for Uruguay and central Argentina. And further north across the continent, also some really heavy showers for parts of Colombia, into Ecuador, Peru as well. 1 or 2 showers around the Brazilian Amazon, but drier down further south. We've got the heat, a sunshine at around 38 Celsius. That is well above average for this time of year. Little cooler further south with some showers moving in. Caracas will continue to see some heavy showers over the next 5 days or so. Really hot through the weekend in Asunción. Next week, by about Tuesday, we could see some thunderstorms and they'll bring those temperatures down. Still some showers for central and southern parts of Mexico, not as heavy as the rain that we've seen recently for Belize and the Yucatan Peninsula. The heavy rain is drifting its way into central parts of the Gulf of Mexico. So downpours in Havana, for instance. It's looking showery with some sunshine in between, though, further east across the Caribbean. So the next 5 days or so, the heavy downpours that we've seen for Cancun are going to be easing away. So looking a little bit drier here. Still plenty of heavy rain, though, for Kingston. Bye-bye. Hello there. Let's take a look at the weather across Africa and the Middle East too. And for much of North Africa, it's a cooler spell of weather on the cards. Temperatures are going to be coming down. We've got low pressure in the Mediterranean and that'll feed in some showers at times, particularly for parts of Tunisia and Libya as well. Breezy around some of these showers that are going to be developing. Potential for some heavier rain later in the weekend. And further south and east as well, we've got rain developing for parts of the east of South Africa, also for Botswana, Zimbabwe, southern parts of Mozambique And also Tanzania still seeing a few heavy showers after the recent flooding there as well. So here's the outlook for the next 5 days. Cape Town looking dry and settled, some sunshine, temperatures in the low, possibly the mid-20s at times. Johannesburg, though, seeing some wet weather that's going to be lingering. Elsewhere, Cairo and Marrakesh, in fact, seeing temperatures coming down into the low 20s as we head through into next week. Some showers for both Kinshasa and for Lusaka, some of them on the heavy and thundery side. Things are looking relatively mild still across the Levant. Temperatures actually a little above average here. Lots of dry, settled weather as we head down across the Arabian Peninsula, and actually temperatures a little cooler than average for southern parts of Saudi Arabia. The brisk Shamal winds that we've seen of late tend to ease across the Gulf, still a little bit breezy through the Gulf of Aden. Potential for 1 or 2 showers for Beirut on Monday. Elsewhere, largely dry and turning a little warmer in Riyadh. Bye-bye. Hello, let's take a look at the weather forecast across Central and South Asia. And across India, we've still got ongoing visibility problems in the north, some fog with the light winds and clear skies here, so not too much to shift the fog there. Further south, you can see on the satellite image these areas of shower cloud across Sri Lanka, down towards the Maldives, some of that pushing into the southeast of India as well. So some heavy showers for Tamil Nadu, as well as Sri Lanka, down towards Mali. But further north, most places looking dry and settled as well. As we head our way towards the far north of India into Pakistan and Central Asia, temperatures here are below average. So a cold spell of weather for the likes of Astana, for instance. Milder, meanwhile, further west towards the Caucasus and the Caspian Sea as well. But colder conditions hold on for Afghanistan, northern Pakistan as well. 25 in the sunshine there for Karachi, and largely dry and settled down the west coast of India. But then we're back into these heavy downpours for the Maldives, into Sri Lanka and across Tamil Nadu. Some of the heavy showers and thunderstorms pushing close to Chennai at times, so you might see some wet weather here, but drier further north for Odisha, West Bengal into northern Myanmar. Here's the next 5 days then. Mumbai looking dry and settled with some sunshine. Colombo keeping the downpours and the thunderstorms on and off at times. Meanwhile, it is looking settled, I think, in Chennai from Sunday onwards, and temperatures there around about 28 degrees. Bye-bye. Hello. The remnants of ex-cyclone Jasper are continuing to bring some heavy rain across parts of the Cape York Peninsula. Northern parts of Queensland, you can see the system here on the satellite image still swirling around. It's fairly slow moving, so rainfall totals mounting up here, and we could see some ongoing flooding. We'll look at Australia in just a moment. But further north, really cold air plunging its way south across China, Korean Peninsula towards Japan as well. So a significant drop in temperature. Beijing -8, Shanghai just 3 degrees. It was 24 Celsius there on Thursday, so a significant drop in temperature. Cool air reaching as far south as Hong Kong, just 15 here. Some heavy snow for parts of the Korean Peninsula and Japan, but further south we've got the warmer tropical air and some heavy showers across Indonesia. But here's the outlook. Tokyo, a drop in temperature there, really cold for Beijing and for Seoul as well. Some really heavy showers though continuing to Singapore. Things looking pretty hot for much of Western Australia, and that warmth will be slowly transferring further eastwards. A few showers around the south coast. Heavy rain still continuing across northern parts of Queensland. Some thunderstorms developing further south just to the north of Brisbane as well. Head across to New Zealand, we've got a frontal system pushing across the South Island, so bringing some outbreaks of rain. Pretty mild though. Look, Christchurch there at 28 Celsius. Plenty more downpours in Cairns for the next 5 days or so, but things are looking dry and settled in Auckland. Bye-bye.